friends! Welcome to our cozy Storytime channel. Let's start our magical bedtime story. Are you ready for an adventure?
Little Bear was very sad. It was his birthday, but none of his friends were coming to play with him. He sat by the window and watched the other animals playing in the forest. Suddenly, he heard a knock at the door. Who could that be? Little Bear opened the door and found a little rabbit wearing a party hat. "Happy birthday," said the rabbit. "I brought some carrots for you." Then he disappeared down the hole. Little Bear went to the window and saw all his friends. They were having a party in the forest. They had put up colorful banners and streamers. There was a big cake with 5 candles on it. Little Bear's friends were singing and dancing. A little mouse came out from under the bushes. She was carrying a gift. "Here is your present," she squeaked. Little Bear looked at the present. It was a beautiful red ball. Then Little Bear noticed something. His friends hadn't noticed him. They were all looking at him and waving. But he couldn't see them because the bushes were too big. Little Bear wanted to join them, but he was too shy. So he stayed in his cave and watched them. His friends played with the ball until the sun went down. The sky became dark and the stars twinkled in the night sky. One by one, the animals went home. Little Bear was very sad. No one had noticed him. No one had invited him to play. He missed his friends. Suddenly, he heard a knock at the door again. Little Bear opened the door and saw the little rabbit. "What are you doing here?" asked Little Bear. "Don't you have to go home?" The rabbit took off his party hat. "It's not my hat," he said. "Can I help you?" asked Little Bear. "Well," said the rabbit, "I lost my way back home." "Can you help me?" "Sure," said Little Bear. He took the rabbit's paw and they walked into the forest together. As they walked, they saw all the colorful banners and streamers. Little Bear felt happy. He realized it wasn't his friend's fault. They hadn't seen him because he had stayed in his cave. When they reached the bushes, Little Bear stopped. He was very scared now. What if his friends teased him? What if they laughed at him? Taking a deep breath, he went through the bushes. All the animals were sleeping except for the little mouse. She was still awake. "Where have you been?" she squeaked. "I've been looking everywhere for you. We were worried about you." Little Bear felt very bad. "I'm sorry," he said. "I thought you were throwing a party without me. I was very sad, so I stayed in my cave." The little mouse shook her head. "Oh, Little Bear," she said. "We were looking for you. We wanted to play with you. We wanted to give you this." She pointed to the red ball. "We were going to give you this for your birthday." Little Bear felt very bad. Now he understood. His friends hadn't meant to hurt him. They had only wanted to play. I'm sorry, he said. I'm sorry I didn't come out to play. The little mouse smiled. Come on, she said, let's go play. Little Bear joined his friends and they all played with the ball until the next morning. In the morning, Little Bear woke up. His friends were still sleeping, so he went back to his cave. On his bed, he found a small box. It was his present from the rabbit. Little Bear opened it. Inside was a big juicy carrot. After a while, the rabbit knocked at his door again. Happy birthday, he said. I'm so glad we could be friends. Then he disappeared down the hole. Little Bear smiled. It was the best birthday ever. He was happy to have such nice friends. They had played together all day long. And now he had a new friend, the rabbit. From that day on, Little Bear never felt sad. He played with his friends every day. Sometimes they played hide and seek. Sometimes they played with the red ball. And sometimes they just sat together and talked about everything.
Thank you for watching, little dreamers. We hope you love the story as much as we loved sharing it with you. If you enjoyed the adventure, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss a magical bedtime story. And leave a comment to tell us what your favorite part was. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you next time for another magical tale. Good night.